Hey, hey, hey. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get started. Hey everyone, how's it going? Be with you in just 1 second. Just setting some stuff up and we will get started with some more animation. Almost ready, guys. Almost ready. Okie dokie. So, what are we doing today? We are goofing around. We're going to make some animation that I can post later on. Gonna experiment around. The audio sounds a little weird. Give me a second while I try and fix it. Let's see, Rode microphone, video broadcast. Is this any better? Testing 1, 2, 3. Not quite. Oh well, no biggie. I think it sounds okay for now. So welcome to the stream. Today we're going to morph some creatures. Got a few lined up here. I was struck with some inspiration earlier this morning when I saw a Game of Thrones themed morph between that one character in the dragons, the blonde girl. I can't remember her name. I don't watch enough of it, but I'm gonna try morphing between her and like a reptilian type thing and then a dragon. Probably won't post it because I don't want to step on any toes because another account just posted something very similar, but I want to see if I can't do something similar, maybe slightly better in my own special way, but it's all subjective. We're just gonna have some fun. So let's take a look. GOT, got some lined up, right? Her. Nice, thank you, appreciate that, Kashik. So let's start. Actually, before we do anything, we got to prep our images. I'm working with a 512 by 512 canvas. Find it's a pretty good spot to work from. You can also automatically resize images as you bring them into Comfy. I think this node right here, yeah, prep image for clip vision, will do proper cropping of your image so that the AI is better able to see it. But I'm just going to get even more dialed in and prepare my images in the right resolution from the outset. So I think she's already good to go. I want, though, for the in-between her and the dragon, I want it to be like a half dragon. So I'm going to try and line up the face of the dragon girl with hers so that the eyes, the nose, the mouth are relatively synced up just on a horizontal plane. Okay, I think that should be good. Yeah, see, look, before and after, before and after. I think that is going to do wonders for us when we try and do our morph. So let us save this. GOT. Drag girl. All right, almost there. I think that should be good already. And I guess that let's enlarge the dragon skull just a touch. Yeah, that's better. Skull 2. Okay. We're gonna move our old images into another folder so they're not confusing. And let's bring them into Comfy. Let's try morphing. Daenerys, yes, thank you for the name. I can never remember the names from that show. Let's give this a shot, shall we? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 3, and number 4. So, this is going to be dope, you guys. We're going to start with Daenerys. We're going to go halvesies on the dragon. Then we're going to go full dragon. And then we're going to go to a dragon skull. Why not, you know? I think this will be sick, personally. So let's do a woman morph to reptilian. I'm going to get real specific with the prompt here. I'm going to guide it pretty closely with 4 different lines. Woman morphing into reptilian. Reptilian morphing into a dragon. A dragon morphing into a dragon skull. And lastly, a dragon skull morphing back into a woman. It doesn't hurt to help guide your AI further with text. It isn't required, but it can do wonders at times. So we're going to give it a shot. Let's do this. We are missing our VAE. Okay, let's select that. This has been done Morphologo. Maybe later I'll Morphologo, but this is what I want to work on right now, so that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you're all having a fantastic morning wherever you're at. If it's not morning, then afternoon, evening, just whatever. Hope you're chilling, cruising along. Second should be reptilian woman. Well, we'll see what it does. I think it'll have enough intelligence to recognize it as a feminine style reptilian. But I guess we're about to find out, so... And maybe if I had specified specifically Daenerys, it might even have better accuracy capturing the actual Game of Thrones actress, but I'm not overly concerned with it. But yeah, let's see where we're at. We've got about 20 seconds left, and we're gonna see what we get. These are pretty sick images. Alright, let's see what we get. PC specs. Yeah, my specs are NVIDIA 4090 for the graphics. Got a Core i9 for the processor and about 64 gigs of memory. So, alright, let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay. It's okay. It's like, it's okay. I was expecting a little more, but it's okay. I think I can improve upon this. It's more like a 6 out of 10. Have I tried Flux? Yes, I have. It's very impressive. Flux is amazing. It takes a little long for my taste as far as the render, but it's very impressive. Let's see, what can I do to improve upon this? First of all, what model are we using? Phase 6, that's fine. That's good enough. I don't think we need to play with the resolution. Resolution's okay. 0.6 for the control net. I would say that's okay. I don't really like the... I don't know, what would I change? I like the first morph where she morphs into a reptilian. I don't like the dragon. I don't like number 3. So let's, first of all, let's bring the control net down to 0.5 just because I think it'll help a bit. And let's do a different image of a dragon. I don't think this image is doing us any favors. So I'm going to take the prompt. I'm going to re-prompt it mid-journey. See what we get. I'm also going to do a non-close-up of the face. See what we get there as well. Which control net model? We're using a QR code monster at the moment. Pretty versatile, pretty good for the morphing workflow as you see here. But sometimes I'll use line art. I like line art a lot for this as well. I rotate between line art, depth map, and QR code monster. Very rarely will I use open pose or something relating to dancing and bodily limbs, just because it's not really my style. I don't do a whole lot of like full body, you know, choreographed sequences. But if I did, I would use something like open pose. A jaw drop happened on number 3. Let me see. So we got number 1, number 2. Yeah, went all lockjaw on us, didn't it? Well, I think again, this new, ooh, that could be interesting. It's kind of cartoony, but I'm automatically drawn to that. This is kind of cute, honestly. I kind of like it. What if I just like toss it into the fray? So, okay, right off the bat, I can tell the alignment is off because you can see just like a horizontal line across through the eyes. This dragon is well below our threshold. So let's bring it into our Photoshop. Kind of do something like that. And I think we're doing okay with that right there. Okay, let's give that a try. Let's try cute dragon. All right, so I think this should be a little better. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. At least I'm hoping. Let's bump up the weight of this one to 1.5 just to really like get the IP adapter's attention. Let's find out. Zilla vs Kong. Ooh, I like that. That's a great idea. Let me see what I can get out of Midjourney on that premise. That's a good idea. So I'll run with a similar prompt with realistic close-up, but I'll do Godzilla, which is already pretty dragon-like, but Godzilla face, photorealistic close-up, and then I'll do King Kong. King Kong. In fact, I'll even just do a generic gorilla face. So we'll run those 3 through and see what we get as this is rendering out. Am I going to upload the tutorial on YouTube? At the moment, no immediate plans for that, but I do have a course in the works. And I will be announcing more about it as I build it out more, but already working on it, already writing up scripts, recording lines, and doing stuff of that nature. So definitely keep an eye out as far as where I plan to upload that and share it. But I think I'll certainly have some kind of a YouTube presence alongside the course, maybe where I'll upload course snippets here and there, or just like basic walkthroughs, or even like tutorials on the latest tools and stuff, just as supplementary to the course. But for sure, stay tuned to my Instagram to find out when that's going to be coming out, hopefully in the next few weeks or a month or something. All right, let's see what we got here. Number 1, number 2. Ooh, okay. Place is crazy this morning. Oh. Okay, well, the skull is kind of whatever. I don't like the flickering lights, but you know what? It's honestly pretty good overall. I like how it goes from the reptilian to the dragon. I'm you know what? I just noticed you guys can't really see it. It's kind of, my face is freaking covering it. Maybe that'll be a little better. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Ego. Saloshka, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Is ComfyUI free? Yes, it is. It is absolutely free. The thing that will not be free is probably, well, definitely the hardware. You're not going to want to skimp on hardware. You're going to want to invest in something that's pretty capable if you plan on taking this seriously like I do. But it's a pretty versatile app, and it will run on even older hardware, like pretty flexibly. You can get away with something as low as like 8 gigs of VRAM even. You really don't want to go much lower than that, especially for the video stuff. But I'd recommend an NVIDIA 30 series, NVIDIA 40 series if you really want to start getting serious about this. So let's see where we're at with our Godzilla premise. Ooh, that's a cool picture. I like that a lot. Nice. Yeah, let's give this a shot. First of all, I'm going to save this because we always save our work. Dragon transformation. And let's make a new folder for our Godzilla Kong transform. Godzilla Kong. Okay. Can you use your Mac? Yes, I believe it is most definitely supported on Mac, but performance will vary. I don't think you're going to get as good of a performance as if you were on a PC with a NVIDIA card. Pretty much the recommended build at this point for Comfy is like PC NVIDIA. But it definitely runs on Mac. I would definitely try it out, but I can't promise you'll have great results with it. You always watch my videos when you're high? Nice. That's awesome. I'm glad they serve a purpose. This is kind of an interesting collection here. The bottom right almost looks like a mix between Kong and Zilla. That's very funny. But let's go with one of these. Pretty good. So I'm gonna do that, and let's go with you. Let's even zoom out a little bit here. Beautiful thing about Midjourney is we can zoom out from our images to reveal some more detail if we need it. And I'm about to do that with King Kong. So that the zoom level with the camera is just about where it's at with Godzilla right above him. Thank you, Kanak. I appreciate that. I aim for originality, although it's not really a conscious effort. Prompt in Midjourney, sure. So these latest images that you see, for example, the King Kong, I just typed King Kong face, comma, photorealistic, comma, close up. And that's what I got. And for King Kong, it was, for Godzilla, it was the same. Just instead of King Kong face, I did Godzilla face. Okay, these should be pretty good. Let's just do 2 images for this morph. Back and forth, back and forth. A, B, A, B. So let's go to Kongzilla. Start with Kong, yes. I think this will be cool. Kong to Zilla right here. Pretty interesting. Let's see how it... oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta change up our prompt. King Kong morphing into Godzilla, and then Godzilla morphing into King Kong. Let's try that. Will I record the broadcast? Yes, in fact, pretty much all of my live streams lately have been getting archived over on my YouTube channel. So you can pretty much go back into those, back into that channel, I guess, and find my pre-records. And you can find that on YouTube/AI is cursed. This is my page right here, AI is cursed. So you come over here, you hit live, and on the live tab, you'll even see right now I'm streaming live as well. If I click this, you will see me. Hello, hello. I'm simulcasting right now. But yeah, just AI is cursed. You should be able to find it. Hello from Indonesia. Hey, how's it going? All right, almost done, you guys. About 20 seconds left on our Conk versus Zillow. All right, let's see what we get. Okay. It's interesting. Not my favorite, but it's kind of cool. It's on the right track. Let's see, what could I do to improve that? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. What if I increase the weight of these? And, yeah, I suppose that's kind of the best I got. Where's the motion scale at? Let's bring that down to 1. That's probably why the light's getting so flickery, honestly. And let's bump the res up just a touch, shall we? Stable Yogi, okay. Not bad, not bad, okay. Let's try that. Let's see what we got. Close, no cigar, yes, agreed. Let's see if I can hone it in further. Which app or which website do you use to make image? Well, I really prefer Midjourney. As you can see in this window over here, it's pretty much my go-to right these days as far as the starting images. I also use Stable Diffusion and I have ComfyUI workflows for image generation, but especially with the new Flux model that just came out. But Midjourney is just like kind of a tried and true solution for me, which is very consistent with the results, and I just love it. I know my way around it. I know how to prompt it the way I want usually, and it's a really solid platform. But yeah, to make it into a movable video like you see here, I'm using a program called ComfyUI, which is not a website. It's actually a program that you download and that you install and run locally from your machine. It happens to open in the browser, as you can see here, but it's not actually a website. It's just a program. Do you have your save states available for Comfy? I don't have anything available to download at the moment, but when I start releasing my course modules and stuff like that, I'll probably also upload some workflows with it, and I'll also be walking you through how to create some workflows from scratch, which I think will help a lot of people. So all in the works, but at the moment I don't really have any workflows for download. They need a weapon each. Yeah, they kind of do. That would be cool. Actually, maybe to that end I can just opt to do, maybe I'll try like a full body approach instead of just the faces. Let's see. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to see what people have already made in the Midjourney archives. Why waste credits, right? Godzilla. Let's get like really that's a cool ass picture, you guys. Let's get really interesting with this. Let's download that. Let's do like some dynamic shots. King Kong. Yeah, this will be cool. This will be cool. These are great. Pretty cool. And then we need one more. Maybe we'll use this one. Okay. And as our video nears conclusion, I'd love to learn how to use ComfyUI better. Yeah, for sure. hopefully these streams are helping a little bit, but yeah, again, the course I think will just do some real good for people. I'm hoping it should be a pretty thorough exploration of ComfyUI. So yeah, it's probably going to be like one of the biggest things I've ever personally worked on, but I just know that it's going to be worth it. Please repeat the program. Yes, the program is called ComfyUI. Comfy as in comfortable, UI as in user interface. ComfyUI. See, there it is written right there. Okay, what do we have here? Let's see. It's weird. It's like slightly better, but it's neither of them really look like their respective characters, do they? But that's okay. Let's stitch the whole like front close-up face approach for now, because I really like the idea of going with like some action shots like this. Maybe I'll do that as number 1. Oops, I didn't want to save it there. Yeah, let's just do this right quick. Number 2. And lastly, number 4, which arguably is the coolest picture that we have. Look at this. Maybe I'll just animate this picture, to be honest. This is pretty dope. What specs do you have to run these? I'm running on an NVIDIA 4090, about a Core i9 processor and a 64 gigs of RAM. And as far as how long it takes to render, it really depends on the workflow, the amount of frames, and the resolution that I'm working with. Those are, I think, the 3 main variables. But this workflow that you see with the morphing effect pretty much takes like 3 minutes, give or take, for the base generation. And then from there, I'll upscale it further, and that could take any amount of time. Does the program support Windows 10? Yes, it will definitely run on Windows 10. I wouldn't recommend going any earlier than Windows 10. You know, Windows 10, Windows 11 are probably your best bets. Godzilla. Okay, let's try this. Hell, let's just see how that looks. Ready, morphing into King Kong. Morphing into Godzilla. Okay, let's do that. Also, let's lower the weight of this. It's not doing any favors for our AI. You don't want to go too heavy-handed on the IP adapter weight, because you want to give the AI a little bit of room to dream up its own detail, its own hallucinations. Yeah, it would be cool with battle weapons. Let me just try this for now, just to at least see if we can get it to look somewhat recognizable as the characters. Hey, does it work with real person's picture? It does, yeah, but with varying degrees of accuracy. Like if you tuned in at the start of the stream here, you'll notice I tried running Daenerys from Game of Thrones through, and like it didn't quite look like her. It was more like a generic blonde girl, but there are definitely ways to achieve more accurate faces. For one thing, there's one of the IP adapter models you can play with is called like the full face model for portraits and whatnot. There's a few different approaches to get like really realistic faces, but I'm not tapping into that right now. Why does it take square images to turn it into an oblong video? That's a great question, actually. And basically, so you can put in any size image you want in these 4 green squares here, the 4 inputs. But the way that Comfy works and the way that the AI can recognize pictures is in a one-to-one format, is basically 512 by 512 is where Stable Diffusion likes to look. But once you put the image in and you give the AI the chance to kind of like analyze the picture and gain a context around it, then you can play with the resolution like I have here, and I've made it portrait mode. And at this stage, your AI pretty much has enough information from your inputs to know, okay, he wants Godzilla, he wants King Kong. We're still going to stick with these like faces, generally speaking, but it doesn't have to stay in a square format. We can now, using this information, we can now adapt it to any other kind of resolution. And that's really my best understanding of how the IP adapter works, but it's a very complex technology, honestly. And if you want to learn more about it, I would recommend checking out its original developer. I believe his name is Matteo on YouTube. He's super talented. Matteo IP adapter. I can't spell. IP adapter. Look for Latent Vision on YouTube. Latent Vision is the man behind the whole IP adapter technology, which is basically vision mode, AI's ability to look at an image and describe it. He goes into pretty exhaustive detail in these videos on how it all works, how to install it, and really good stuff. Is Comfy my tech? I would say so. I would say Comfy is definitely my bread and butter at this point. It's what I use most often. Well, this should be at the very least interesting. I can't say for sure that we'll get some definite representations of Godzilla and Kong, but it'll be fun. Hey, mate, how's it going? Almost done. Any second now. Am I using SD 1.5? Yes. At this stage I am. Whoa. Whoa. It's so silly looking. It's so abstract, which is what I love about Comfy. They have like way too many limbs. Hello, bro from Brazil. Hey, how's it going? EAEJO. Yeah, this is pretty dope. Again, it's not like anatomically perfect, but it's still fun to look at, right? And that's really the point. We're not going for realism here, folks. I'm not, at least. You might be, I'm not. I think I could work with this, though. This is pretty fun to look at. So let's save this for later. Let's dial down the resolution moving forward. This is a little too time consuming. Yeah, the jumping Kong's hilarious. Where? Daniel's Deep, YouTube channel. Are you asking for my YouTube channel or the IP adapter guy? The guy for the IP adapter, his channel is Latent Vision right here. Latent Vision, and then mine, if you're interested, is YouTube/AI is cursed, because it is. AI is cursed. This is me right over here. I would love if you would follow or just like, share the whole spiel. All right, where should we go from here? I think what I want to do, actually, let's try using just this picture 4 times in a row. I think there's a lot of potential there. And And we're going to bump up the control net by a 1/10. Love your channel, Instagram. Nice, I appreciate that. Hi, Brazil. There you go. You happy? Thanks, Bradley. Appreciate it. Oh, a Pokemon morph. That would be cool. I don't think Nintendo would be too upset if I did Pokemon stuff like on stream. It isn't like I'm publishing it or trying to make money off of it or anything. But hey, with Nintendo, you never know, right? They're like the most litigious company ever. They're such a double-edged sword. It's like, you love them, but you hate them. They treat their fans really like trash when it comes to like people making mods of any kind for their games, or just any kind of dedication in celebration of Mario or whatever. You know, it's just, Nintendo needs to ease up a bit on the whole friggin' lawsuit drama. I installed ComfyUI and don't use it for a year. Then I saw your video. Hell yeah, nice, good to hear it. I'm happy that I got you back on the train. I feel bad for even typing the comment. No, it's a good point. Let's see how this turns out. I'm excited to see what this looks like. I like also with this one, like when Godzilla punches his hand down on the bridge, you can see like explosions and stuff. Yeah, like right there. Like none of these are things that I explicitly asked the AI to do. It just used its own like best judgment, which is crazy. It's just so fun. Politicians morphine disturbances. Hell yeah. I should do that. That's a great idea. Gnarly. Ooh, this is cool. This is really cool. I like that one. It's definitely like not Godzilla, but it's kind of just like a generic giant dragon monster. Still very cool though. It looks like gravel and dirt is like falling out of his mouth at a certain point. Like right there. It's so cool. Explosions and stuff. That's fun. That's a good one. I wonder where we should go from here. What if I actually prompt it more specifically? Let me try that. I'm gonna tap into the power of Midjourney. I'm gonna ask it to describe the image for me, and then I'm going to paste that prompt right into Comfy. And then we're gonna compare the results, because they might be dramatically better. Sometimes that is the case. Do I export from Comfy in 1080p or 4K? So I basically export like as close to 1080p, not on the first round, like these first round videos that you're seeing here, one after another. These are rendered out at a very tiny resolution. Usually 320 by 560. Sometimes I started at like 512 by 768, but I'll upscale it at least 2 or 3 times, or at least once or twice in ComfyUI before it's finally ready to leave ComfyUI. And then I'll do some more post-processing stuff with it in other apps like Topaz and CapCut and stuff. Many different layers of editing goes into each and every one of these videos before I'm happy to upload them. Let's try this. Okay. So same exact settings. The only thing I've changed now is I pasted in a new text prompt based on how Midjourney described my image. So I've literally just copied that description and I've pasted it into our positive prompt, and we're going to see what we get. A little side-by-side action here. Should be kind of fun. So let's see what we get. Oh, thanks, Emma. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I know some of them can be a little jarring, but they make me happy, so I must continue to post them. How do I find songs? I usually just use artists that I already really enjoy, musicians and DJs and stuff. But I usually just, yeah, draw upon my own like existing library of Spotify playlists and stuff. And a lot of the time when I'm making something, like a certain song will strike me like this would go really well with this. And then I'll find it on Instagram and kind of find the part of the song that goes best with it. Sometimes it takes a while to really lock it in, but invariably I come to a place that I'm really happy with. David, at the moment, I'm not really uploading workflows, although the one that you see right here is quite similar functionally to a pretty popular workflow that's already out there. And you can find that on Civitai. If you just Google Civit AI and then IPIV, IPIV, Civitai IPIV, this guy has a workflow called image to vid, IPIV's morph. So this one right here, it will function pretty similarly to what you see. If you just download it as a JSON file, drag it right into Comfy, you'll get some fairly similar function, but visually, like, this is my own kind of like new updated layout. And it's also some added functionality as well, like interpolation and upscaling. But actually, I think his might have interpolation too, but yeah. Thanks, Pajay, I appreciate that, bud. All right, so I think we finished. So we have our, on the left is before, on the right is the after. So the one on the right now uses our updated text prompt. And let me see, do I like it more? In a way, I kind of do. It's a little more stable. It's a little more, I guess, and not by much, but anatomically correct. But the one on the left is a little more interesting still, because like there's that part where the gravel comes out of his mouth and stuff. So I think overall I still prefer the one on the left, but both very cool. You like left more? Yeah, I think I prefer the left one as well. But like I said, sometimes when you put a text prompt in to help further guide the AI, you'll find sometimes it can be a lot better with the accuracy. Hey Lola, how's it going? I would say good morning, but I don't think it's morning for you. What checkpoint am I working with? I'm working with Realism by Stable Yogi, an old favorite. I use it pretty often these days. Last question, I make videos in very good quality, but after 10 to 115 views, video stucks. Yeah, so as far as like advice on how to grow and get more views and stuff, I mean, I can only speak from experience. Oh, you didn't have to repeat the question. I got you, bud. Yeah, basically my best advice for growing on Instagram is just engagement with the app. Like definitely use it every day, as many times as you can, but at least once or twice a day. Definitely aim to post at least once or twice a day. Try not to miss a day, at least for the first few months even. Like take it very seriously, like a full-time job in that way. I mean, not like an 8-hour-a-day type of thing, but definitely, like I said, post once or twice a day. Share other people's work as much as you can to your stories. Try and engage with other creators, bigger ones, see if they want to collaborate with you. That's a really good way to grow. That's how I did earlier on. And yeah, best advice though overall is to just post consistently. Oh, and also just to like see what's trending and like try and put your own spin on it, especially in the AI space. Like with AI videos, you'll notice like there's kind of like common trends and common threads across different like AI pages where they're all kind of not making something similar, but maybe thematically in line. Try and like identify those common threads and try and put your own spin on it with your current tool set or tech stack. However you make videos yourself, just imbue it with your own, you know, personal sense. And yeah, that's basically all I can say on that. Nearly 4 p.m. for sure. Okay, so it's, Yeah, way later. Lovely to see your face. Nice, thank you. Yeah, it's a little tinier today so that I can add more emphasis on the workflow, which is why you're all here, right? So let's keep playing. Let's keep moving. I don't know what direction we're going to go in, but we'll figure it out. I think what I want to do, I want to stick with this picture because this picture is really sick. Actually, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun, not only in ComfyUI, we're also going to throw this into Runway because it's just that good of an image. We're going to start by making a widescreen version of this, which I will do by doing a 1280 by 720 canvas in Photoshop, 1280, 720. We will bring in our Godzilla picture straight from Midjourney. And I'm going to use Photoshop's, what is it? Like, what's their new AI stuff where like you select an area and fill it in with AI? I can't think of the word for some reason, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn this into a widescreen display. Where did it go? Oh, that's right. I found it off of here. All right, here we go. So we got that. Drag you into Photoshop. And we're going to select the empty space. Generative fill. That was the word I was looking for. Generative fill. Going to fill that in. Make it widescreen. Oh, you like my wallpaper? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like it too. Firefly, yes, I think it uses Firefly to do the content aware fill. I think they work in tandem, if I'm not mistaken. All right, that's pretty cool. Let's see what our other options are. Number 2, number 3. I like number 3 because I like how there's like an explosion going on behind him. So let's just go with that. Although I kind of don't like the right side for it. So let's go with... Let's mix and match our results here. So I'm gonna do a couple layers. Okay, now we're working with something I really like. Let's save that. Widescreen Zilla. And all right, we're gonna bring it into Runway. Just a moment. And we're gonna run it a couple times. First, we're just gonna run it without a text prompt. Second time, we're gonna describe it. And I think the way, well, let's see. Godzilla destroying a bridge, explosions throughout, monster carnage. I don't know. Let's just see what we get. Maybe also dynamic movement. Dynamic movement. That couldn't hurt, right? Hey, Rathor, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. And thank you, Inj1Nak. I really appreciate that as well. So while that's going, because Runway can take a couple minutes, let's get back to Comfy and get going. Let's do something fun. Let's go nuts, shall we? Let's just go nuts. Let's play with some weird abstract shapes, because that is now what I'm in the mood for. 1, 2, 3, and that's a good 4. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Let's kill the positive prompt entirely, and let's give it a rip. See what we get. I'm having fun, you guys. I hope that you are too. Looks hella tough. Not really when you get the hang of it. But it's that initial learning curve that can definitely trip up a lot of folks, myself included. This was not easy to learn or to get comfortable with, but Although, you know, easy is kind of maybe not the right word. I think maybe on some level it was easy so long as I stuck with it consistently. Because when I was first learning Comfy, the biggest thing I did was just stick with it on a daily basis. And it just kind of naturally started, like I just started naturally learning it, I guess. I don't know how else to put it, but what GPU am I using? NVIDIA 4090, an NVIDIA 4090. Hey, Sagar, I'm doing well. How are you? Let's see how this looks. So now for something completely different. Abstract shapes. Ooh, this is cool. Interesting, interesting. Very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Let's bring that down to 0.4. In fact, let's do the same. Do we want to do the cubes? What do we want to do here? Let's just do the brain. All right, let's see what we got on runway. So our first result is in. And he is not moving at all. But the explosion looks cool. That explosion looks pretty sick. Oh, nice. You're Indian. Right on. That's awesome, man. Let's see if this is any better. What is going on here? So dumb. That was silly. Oh, finally. And he exploded. We got a little bit of movement. Maybe I should dial it back on the explosions. I want to see more of his head moving around. Godzilla's head moving around, eating cars, smashing bridge. That was really funny, though. Godzilla watching a road accident, an accident that he caused. Ooh, very pretty. Yeah, this is nice. Let's run. Let's kill the image. Let's change to credits mode. And let's describe what we want instead of prompt it with an image. Let's do that. Let's do a few of these actually. All right. Very cool. Godzilla making pancakes. Hey, how about I try that? Godzilla making pancakes. Let's see what we get. We're going to try this image again, but in a different workflow. See if we get any better results this way. Why is Comfy stuck on preparing space? Are you asking about your Comfy or my Comfy? Mine seems to be working fine right now. Are you installing it for the first time? Interesting. So dumb. Yeah, it looks cool if he was a dragon. What you mean right here? He does look very dragon-like here. I'm currently upscaling it, actually. We'll see if it is practical. It might be a little too time-consuming. Actually, yeah, that's not going to make sense. Let's just bring it down to 2. Restart Comfy. Okay. All right, Godzilla making pancakes. Where'd you go? Let's see, Godzilla make pancakes. Are those his hands? They look like the dinosaur hands from that old 90s sitcom Dinosaurs or something. What the fuck? It's so goofy, man. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Alright. Ooh. Interesting. That's a pretty good one. Godzilla making pancakes. Godzilla eats the pancakes. Lots of syrup. Dancing in the pancakes. Son. I'll be right back, guys. I just heard something. It'd be awesome if it breathed fire onto the road. Yes, it would. That would be cool. I'm trying to get it to do something interesting. Oh man, look at all the... It blocked a lot of my generations, which is really quite unfortunate. I guess I didn't like it. Reminds me of a show, but I can't remember the name. Yeah, exactly. 710 UFO. I think it's the show Dinosaurs or something. Yeah, this is a really funny one. Alright, where are we with this? Okay, we're almost done with the upscale, which I think will help dramatically. This is pretty cool in its own right. It's using a slightly older model of Animate Diff than the one we started with, but it's still pretty cool. Finn Finnegan. Finn Finnegan. What is Finn Finnegan? Oh, it's the username. I didn't know who you were referring to. What's the ComfyUI URL? So to download ComfyUI, you can pretty much just Google ComfyUI download, and one of the first links should be its GitHub, like it is right here. You want to click its GitHub. See, let me center it for you. So yeah, again, ComfyUI download in Google, and then go to GitHub. And over on the right, look for the releases button right here, or the releases tab. Just click that blue releases link. And then you want to scroll all the way down. Actually, what are the rest of these? I don't normally... These are just like kind of updates and stuff. But basically, yeah, you want to scroll all the way down. Click download link with stable PyTorch, this guy right here. This will download an archive of files and folders. You want to extract that somewhere that you'll remember, and that will basically be your Comfy directory. It doesn't need to be installed because it's a standalone copy. But yeah, once you download and extract these files, you basically should be good to go as far as launching it from inside of there. This is kind of cool. Spammers are so annoying. Sanjib, I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. 710 UFO, you are very welcome. Add Eats card to the dragon looking one. You mean the one that we're looking at right here? Add Eats card to the prompt? Or to runway. Maybe I'll add it into runway. I can try and add it here too, though. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but let's give it a shot. Godzilla eats a car. Let's bump up the CFG a little more so it should hopefully listen to our prompt even closer than previous. Let's run that and see what we get. Oh my god, it keeps blocking our generations. That's so annoying. What? Dude, all I asked Runway was to make Godzilla making pancakes. That was my only prompt, and it blocked me. What in the world? Why doesn't it want to make Godzilla making pancakes? There's nothing, like, bad about that at all. It's absurd. Oh, Runway is so annoying sometimes. Godzilla eating pancakes. It's like the most innocent thing in the world. How about a dragon eating pancakes, too? We'll see if that does anything. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright, so now we have added the eating a car to our prompt over here on the right. And it still doesn't really look like it's eating a car, but its scales are lighting up purple, which is kind of cool. I don't know why, but the world isn't ready to see Godzilla making pancakes. Apparently not. Can you quickly run through the DL again? I'm recording, so I don't ask again. Yeah, and also, what was I gonna say? Oh, Jesus, I just completely forgot my train of thought. Okay, well, yeah, let me just really quickly show you. So, to find the download for Comfy, just Google ComfyUI download. The first link should probably be its GitHub page. If it's not, just look for its GitHub page. ComfyUI download GitHub. And then when you're on the GitHub, head over to the sidebar over on the right, look for releases right here, and tap the blue 8 releases link, or whatever it says right there. And then just scroll all the way down on this page and click download link with stable PyTorch 2.4. It might not say 2.4. It might not have these same numbers in the future if you're watching this later on, but generally this is the link that you're looking for. Just click that. It will initiate a download. I guess I don't mind just quickly downloading it for you. It's about 1.5 gigs. Luckily my internet's pretty fast, so I'll show you what it looks like inside. Add eating car, Comfy. Okay, here's purple scales freeze. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I don't know at all. That's so funny though. Hey, it's good enough. Pat on the back. All right, so is this gonna finish? There we go. Okay, so once your file is done, you will want to extract it with whatever your extraction software is. I use WinRAR, but you might have 7-zip or something else. So I'm not actually going to extract it because obviously I already have it. But so here is the extracted, or here's the archive. And inside of this top folder, ComfyUI Windows Portable, you will then find a file called run NVIDIA GPU.bat, B-A-T. It's a batch file, and that's the file that you want to run whenever you initiate Comfy. That is your starting point. And when you run that, it's going to open command prompt. It's going to start compiling everything it needs to. And then automatically it should open right up in your browser. But that's more or less how to get started. All right. So. This is cool. I like how abstract this looks. Let me, let's play with the control net for this. Let's do a really interesting kind of like video reference. Let's use, I know which one we'll use. We'll use this one. Yeah, we're going to use this. So this will be very interesting, I think. We're going to trace over this basically. That's what the control net helps with, is to trace over a video. Hey Solomon, how's it going? So let's see what we got. Let's run it. Let's do it. Ooh, okay, so now we have something at least. Dragons eating pancakes. Very cute. It has a great understanding of physics, doesn't it? Liquid physics, fire physics. Like, this is actually pretty cool. Hey JMS, how's it going? Very cute. Ah, it blocked me again. You know what? Okay, my theory is that it's blocking the word God. I don't think it wants to work with the word God in the prompts. That's my thinking anyway. So I'm going to try giant lizard monster making pancakes. Serving breakfast at a cute Midwestern diner to blue collar workers. Let's see what we got. It's got a runny nose. Yeah, it does. Cheers from Mexico. Right on. Cheers, buddy. This is gonna be weird. I can tell. so now I'm doing giant eyeball monster, pancake heaven, huge eyeballs with maple syrup, breakfast horror. Gonna run a few of these prompts in real time. All right. And here we have, this is crazy looking. Whoa. Oh, this is sick. This is really sick. Let me try and lower the control net a touch. Give it more room to dream up the image here. The weight I'm playing with here, by the way, you guys, the strength, this determines how much emphasis I give to my video versus how much I give to my image. And the closer to 0 that weight goes, the more this bleeds through, and vice versa, the closer to 1 this gets, which is its ceiling, the more that this will bleed through. And that's a really, really high-level overview of what's going on there. But I've lowered it a little bit because I want the image to bleed through a little more. This is already really cool. But let's try that out, and let's also upscale it twice. 2x. See what we get. We got to increment the seed, and let's see what we get. Oops, oops, oops. All right. So while that's going, let's head back to runway. The dragon's little legs, I know. He's got little legs. Would I be willing to do a high-level walkthrough of the Comfy workflow, like what models, lures I'm using? Yes, I don't know about today's stream because, oh gosh, I'm actually past my normal hour. I will be wrapping it up pretty soon here. Definitely I'll keep that in mind though when I go live tomorrow. I mean, I can kind of just tell you right off the bat, like which model I'm using here, right here. I'm using Stable Yogi, Realism by Stable Yogi, version 6. Realism by Stable Yogi. And for this particular workflow, I'm also using the LCM LoRa SD15, which I believe basically just enables LCM benefits in a non-LCM setup. I think that's more or less what I'm achieving here. But it's not even like necessary because I'm already using an LCM model, so like I don't know why I have that turned on. I just haven't bothered to turn off. But yeah, I'll do like a more thorough deep dive, I think, of what I'm using probably tomorrow when I go live. Almost done here. And this will be a fun side-by-side as well. So this is about to finish. And what you're going to notice, hopefully quite evidently, is that our newest result, which will be on the far right here, and the one on the left, and they're even still pretty close. But the idea is, let's move these a little further away. So the idea that we have here is on this first one on the left, our control net is set a little higher, which means, like I said, the video bleeds through more. But on the right, I have allowed the images to bleed through ever so slightly more. And I can personally see the evidence of that because if you notice on the right, Godzilla's actual face starts to come through like right here, whereas it doesn't on the left. And that is thanks to the fact that we've lowered the control net. And now we're about to upscale it as well, and it should be a lot of fun. Oh, you know what though? It's not going to be a perfect loop because I've set the frame cap. But that's okay, it'll still look pretty cool. Same time tomorrow, it will probably be around 12 p.m. noon Pacific. That's when I typically like to go live. This morning is kind of an exception. I just felt like going live, but expect to see something around 12. Shout out to my friend Aiden. Yeah, for sure, Bradley. Hello, Aiden and Bradley. On which YouTube channel can I learn to do animation like yours? Well, you can catch me on the live stream here, but if you want to catch me on YouTube, I am at youtube.com/AIiscursed, and this is me right here on YouTube. You'll find pretty much an archive of all of my recent live streams as well if you go here, and I would really appreciate a follow as well. I'm trying to grow this account. It's still pretty tiny compared to Instagram, but yeah, I have all of my live streams. I have the same shorts that I normally upload also over here, and I have some longer form content like some short stories, some creepy creepypasta style stuff. So a lot of extra fun stuff over here. And yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, so let's take a quick glance at our... No. It's still blocking me. That's crazy. I wonder why. Giant lizard monster making pancakes. It seems like such a innocent prompt, doesn't it? I can't possibly imagine why that would be flagging it. What are you gonna do? At least it did this final one. Let's see what this looks like. It's so weird. It's kind of cool. It's so weird, buddy. Thanks for the subscriptions, you guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to become more active on YouTube as well as Instagram. And we're just going to let this upscale round out real quick, and I'm then going to have to sign off, I'm afraid. But I've really enjoyed having you, as I always do. And I hope you've learned something. I know I'm kind of divvying this out in pieces. It's not like a proper course, but keep an eye out because I will be putting a course out in the coming weeks, which will be way more comprehensive than this. Should walk you through the basics of ComfyUI, how to get started, install, what models do, what the nodes do and are, all kinds of different things, you guys. And by the end of the course, I really hope to walk you through like a full build out of one of these workflows. Probably the morphing one that I started the stream off on today. I'd really like to walk you through the creation of something like that. So like this that you see right here, I think as part of a way of closing out the course, I will offer a walkthrough of how to build this out. I think that could be a lot of fun. So keep an eye out. Hey, Jimmy. Saludos. Hey, thank you, Miles. Much appreciated. Yeah, I think it could definitely help a lot of people once I finally get it out there. Thank you, Insomniac. Love the name, by the way. And so we have about a minute left on our upscale, and that's kind of where we're going to close it out. It's too bad about Runway. I'm very surprised that it blocked like 80% of my generations today. I would say that my prompts were rather innocent. But what are you going to do? Not much, apparently. Maybe we'll try one more, although I don't think it'll finish before our time is up. Let's do one of my quick prompts that I've bookmarked. Camera on its side, 90-degree rotation, no obvious ceiling or floor, disorienting. Let's see what this yields. And in just a moment, we will see our upscaled Godzilla. Where will we get the course? That's a good question. I'm still kind of fielding my options there. I'm thinking maybe Thinkific might be a good option. Maybe Skillshare or Udemy. That is still to be determined. But you guys will be the first to know once I'm decided on that. Ooh. Ooh, okay. This is sick. Now you'll notice it's not a perfect loop, and the reason for that is because I've actually capped the frame rate, or the frames on this. If I didn't cap the frames, it would complete the loop and it would look a lot cleaner on the loop around. But I mean, aside from that, you get the idea. Like, this is sick. This is super interesting. It's like a maelstrom of Godzilla. Godzilla hurricane. It's gnarly. Very, very gnarly. I think I'm going to want to upload this later. This is like so sick. Oh, we're at 81%. I can't leave you guys hanging. We got to see what this looks like too. I'll give you a bonus video right before we close out. The fire mixed with smoke. Yeah. Yeah, AI is like getting really good at particle effects and like smoke volumetric stuff. Very interesting. Very good understanding of the interplay between those elements. Especially on Runway. Runway is just like amazing with that. Again, look at the way like the syrup drips down from his mouth here and the flames in the background. Like, that's super impressive stuff, you guys. Super cool. Really cool. All right, last video of the day. Great one to close out on. Basically just a fly-through of a psychedelic watercolor painting sky. Beautiful background to close out on, by the way. Wow. Pretty cool. All right, folks. Yeah, wow, I was right. This is gnarly. I'm gonna save this. But without further ado, I've got to end it here. I got a few things to do, but this has been the highlight of my day, spending it with you all. Oh, thanks, 710. Much appreciated. Thank you as well. And I'll see you around, probably tomorrow, most likely at 12 p.m. noon Pacific, or sometime around then. I do have a meeting earlier that day. I will try and make myself available, but keep an eye out. I'll be up and around early afternoon. So yeah, take care. Love you all very much.